Peace, everybody, back with another video. This is Trump uncovers biggest political scandal in U.S. history yet again. And of course, as you can see here is Donald Trump himself. He's uncovered the political scandal allegedly. Obamagate, the OPEC conspiracy theory that accuses President Obama of trying to sabotage his successor, is the greatest political scandal in the history of the United States. President Trump tweeted Friday, "It's at least the third time he's claimed to be the victim of such a historic transgression." Yeah, so everybody now knows Obamagate is trending all over the place on social media. It doesn't matter if it's Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere that you could find it. It's trending all over the place, the Obamagate. And of course, Obama really didn't do nothing for this country at all. He was a hater. He hated the American people, and he still hates American people as it is. And he's not even American himself. So, and of course they're accusing Donald Trump of doing such bad things. But President Trump tweeted Friday, "It's at least the third time he's claiming to be the victim of such a historic transgression." And as you can see here is his Twitter that he tweeted out to Fox and Friends. It says, "Thank you to Fox and Friends for covering supremely the greatest political scandal in the history of the United States. Obamagate, fake news, CNN, and Comcast-owned MSDNC are only trying to make their 3-year con job just go away. They are embarrassed and don't know what to do." So yeah, so you know how evil these fake politicians are. And like I said, you really can't trust Donald Trump either, because he's a little skeptical himself. So you gotta keep a mind open about Donald Trump. Of course, we know CNN is fake news, and people do call it criminal news network. Let me put it that way. MSDNC, is the shadow governments and everything else. The first biggest political scandal in U.S. history took place all the way back in 2018, like Obamagate. It pins blame on the previous administration for attacks on Trump's campaign, Spygate, as Trump called it, centered on the idea that a secret FBI informant was implanted for political purposes into Trump's orbit. Yeah, so the FBI was implanted for political purpose. In other words, they're trying to make sure that Trump didn't win, but obviously that was a fail. Spygate, yes, we know about that too. Obamagate, yes, it is everywhere right now. It pins blame on the previous administration for attacks on Trump's campaign. So that's what they was trying to do, was sabotage the election. And now I guess there's a rumor going around that China is going to sabotage the election again for president. So I don't know how true it is or how false it is, but I really don't know. Reality was much less exciting than Trump's version of events. In 2016, foreign policy scholar Stephen Halper, a former member of several Republican administrations, was asked to walk to George Papadopoulos and Carter Page about the Trump campaign's contacts with Russia. Halper also met with Sam Clovis, a Trump campaign foreign policy advisor, who would go on to work in the White House. So reality was much less exciting than Trump's version of events. The 2016 foreign policy scholar Stephen Halper, former member of several Republican administrations, was asked to talk to George Papadopoulos and Carter Page about the Trump's campaign's contacts. So they were asked, they wanted to know about that, but they couldn't. So, I mean, it's, like I said, you can't trust these shadow governments because they're fake and they will do anything to try and trick people. But Halper wasn't implanted into the Trump campaign, and he didn't spy. That didn't stop Trump from making his outlandish claims. So, yeah, it didn't stop him. So, he knew when Donald Trump first got into the White House, he said he was going to drain the swamp. So that means the Obamas, the Clintons, the Bushes, anybody you could think of that he was going to drain the swamp. In 2019, Trump applied the phrase to what many actually be the biggest political scandal in U.S. history, the Russia probe. But in Trump's view, the scandal is Robert Mueller's investigation itself, not his campaign connections to the Kremlin or his own efforts to thwart the probe. Last February, Trump tweeted a quote from a Fox News talking head referring to the witch hunt as the greatest scandal in American political history. In March, he said Mueller's investigation was an attempt by Democrats to steal the 2016 election and the biggest scandal in the history of our country. Then in November, he said the Justice Department probe of the investigation would reveal perhaps the biggest scandal in the history of our country. Yeah, so the Democrats, they were going to steal the election, but apparently that did not go very well because that was a failure too. Now Trump has got a new trend thing. It's the Mueller investigation itself. And of course, it has nothing to do with Russia this time. But last year, when the scandal or the whatever started last year, he called it a witch hunt because they tried to find everything on Trump and they couldn't find nothing on him. They had zero success on Trump, and they're going to have zero success on him again this year because they're going to try to impeach him again for not doing what he's supposed to do with the C-19 virus, and that is not true at all because it's a lie. It's a scamdemic we are going through, and many of you sheeps are still asleep about it and don't want to wake up and see what is really happening because it's right in your face what they are doing. They're showing you what they are doing, and they're telling you what they are doing. As recently as 2 weeks ago, as the Obamagate conspiracy was taking shape, Trump slapped his favorite label on the Russia hoax. So Trump did slap his favorite label on the Russia hoax. As recently as 2 weeks ago, as the Obamagate conspiracy was taking shape. It's unclear what the next greatest political scandal in U.S. history will be. One thing we can be sure of, though, is that Trump will be the victim. Yes, so Trump is going to end up being the victim again because of Nancy Pelosi, or everybody likes to call her Pig Losi. She's going to try to find any way she can to make up something that to get him impeached. And once they don't find nothing, she's gonna be out of luck again because it's going to be another witch hunt as usual. Because these shadow governments will do anything they can to dig up dirt on somebody that is not true, because they'll make up stuff. Oh, well, Trump did this and Trump did that. Nah, shut up. They don't know nothing. They're evil and they are not to be trusted ever. And with Trump, you can't trust him either because it's wishy-washy with him too. So that's how it is. Leave your comments below. I am out.